The first thing I want to talk about is the difference between science and engineering. Well, you're in science class, we're learning science, but I want to throw in this engineering unit. Are science and engineering the same thing? And the answer is no. They're very similar and they're interrelated, but they are quite different. As we talked about in the beginning of the year, science is an attempt to explain the natural phenomena around us. So explain why animals do what they do, and explain why molecules behave the way they behave. Engineering is a human endeavor. Engineering is a human's attempt to solve problems and design solutions to make our lives easier. And by easier, we could mean do tasks faster, cheaper, or more efficient. So science is mostly about natural phenomena, explaining what's going on in the natural world. Engineering is humans solving problems to make their lives easier, better, cheaper, more efficient. So let's look a little closer at engineering. Officially, the definition of engineering is the application of science to satisfy needs and solve problems. So, like I said, science and engineering are very closely related. If you're going to go to school to study engineering, you'd take a lot of science classes, you'd take a lot of math classes. But again, we're really focused on solving particular problems or meeting needs, doing a task easier, faster, cheaper. So the goal of engineering is, ultimately to make our lives easier. We might engineer something to do a task that's less dangerous. So maybe, for example, building a robot to go in and disarm a bomb versus a person. So it's making our lives safer by using a different solution there. So how do engineers go about solving problems? So like science, engineering actually has a series of steps or a process that they go through. It's kind of like the scientific method, but again, it's really focused on designing a solution to a problem. So we're going to walk through this design process here. Make sure that you do write this down. You're going to be responsible for knowing the steps of the engineering process. So if engineering is all about solving problems, we're going to have to start with describing the problem. It's really important to know what you're trying to design a solution for, and really do a fair amount of research on what exactly this problem is that we're trying to solve. The next step here is really important as well, is that you want to, what would be the ideal solution? What would solve my problem? What's the results that I want at the end? Okay. Research is huge. We're going to do a lot of research, getting background information on all the possible angles of our problems and the results that we want. We need to do that before we start thinking of solutions. So we're going to start brainstorming here at this point is, what are some different ways that we can solve this problem, get the results that we want using the information that we have. Once we come up with an array of solutions, you can't see it behind my head here, but it says to choose the best solution. Choose the best solution is going to both solve our problem, get the results that we want in the best manner. You might have lots and lots of solutions here, but the best one is maybe the cheapest, maybe it's the most efficient one, whatever, maybe it's the most practical choice, the easiest to build. So when you're choosing the best solution, a lot of factors come into play here. Once you choose the solution, you're going to implement it. Okay, you're going to go ahead and build the bridge or build the robot or whatever it is. Once you implement the solution, you're going to watch for what it happens. You're going to evaluate the results. Did it work? Did it solve our problem? Did it do what we want? Did it give us the results that we want? And this is where we're really deviating from science here, is that once that happens, you're going to make necessary changes. You're going to go back into the design spiral, back into the cycle, and see if there's anything that you need to do to fix it. What do we need to do? Can we go back with the results that we want, gather more information, think of different solutions, modify our solutions, and go back into the spiral? So engineers might go through this process over and over and over again, many times, before they actually come up with a solution that is viable and that works for their problem. So in summary, again, engineering is a problem-solving process. Problem-solving to, again, make our lives easier, faster, cheaper, come up, rework a task that we might need to do in a different and better way. So they usually start with identifying whatever this problem is that they're trying to solve. Research is going to be huge. You don't just dive in and start doing it. Then you're going to try to design that solution and repeat as necessary until you finally come up with a solution that is going to solve your problem.